with winds of 90 miles an hour moving slowly north, and it should turn northeast and stay way out to sea. How about that weather in the northeast? Well, here's Heather.
Well, it does look kind of ominous here as we see Aaron just poised here off the coast, but as Mark said, it will be turning more to the northeast and moving away from the northeast in New England. But in the meantime, if you are going to head to the beach today, I'd advise against swimming. Also, there'll be small craft advisories up and down the coastal areas here in New England, and that is because of some of the heavier swells that are working in here due to Hurricane Aaron. That again will be pulling away. We'll see improvement as we head into tomorrow and the next day, but do be careful today. Notice here too some of the gray. If you look real closely, we have some of low clouds around, some areas of fog, and that's no surprise. Some of that trapped moisture in here. We have an area of high pressure here and some light winds overnight that allowed the fog to form in many areas. It will be lifting here very quickly, and you're already seeing a lot of improvement. We'll see more of that as we work through the morning, and then we'll see lots of sunshine, and a lot of you already are seeing that sunshine with high pressure digging in across the area. Mostly sunny skies from Detroit to Pittsburgh, stretching into New York City. So 74 in Detroit, very comfortable weather conditions, 79 in Cincinnati, mid-70s in Pittsburgh. Notice some of that cooler air coming in here, and just a bit of a heads up, we're actually going to see these temperatures cooling even more as we head into the end of the week, and we will see lower humidity working in too, but a fairly comfortable day already behind our front. 77 in Boston, 82 New York, 84 in Philadelphia. And
Atlanta. Far west, we're looking good from Memphis right over to North Texas around Dallas. Here you can see our temperature trends, just a smidgen cooler here in the Tennessee Valley, right across East Tennessee, Knoxville, and Oak Ridge. Nice morning here. Temperatures hovering in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. South of the front, still very mild, 75 in Columbia, 77 in Tampa.
And even Eddie, come here, is on our crew. He's wearing purple as well. And Jeremy is also wearing a shade of purple. Very odd. I'm not sure why that is. All right, get out of here. Now, the other thing that we've noticed, and we're very excited about this, almost everyone in our audience is the same height. Can you pan around? It's not, except for just a few people. You will have to leave. I'm sorry. And this gentleman on the end, sir, with the glasses, you'll have to leave. I'm sorry. You can't be a part of the crowd today. All right, now that looks better. I'm happy. Take a look at what's happening with weather conditions around the nation. We start with the high temperatures for today. It is going to be a warm one in the south, but these temperatures are pretty much seasonable for most of the nation. 70s in the upper Midwest. We'll see some 80s throughout much of the U.S. Desert Southwest, of course, over 100 degrees again. Take a look at the heights for today. New York City, beautiful day here. 80 degrees today. St. Louis, 83. Albuquerque, you're looking at 87. San Diego, a pleasant 74. Where will we see rain? We'll see some better hours in portions of the west. Most of the west will be dry. Look for possible flooding in southern Texas. Central and southern Florida, where the rain will be heavy. That's a look at what's happening with the weather around the nation. Now, here's what's happening in your neighborhood.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Bill Evans, and our neighborhood has bright sunshine outside.
Smoke again billowing. We have no reports of injuries. Fire and police personnel arrived on the scene. They are at the scene right now. Very difficult, of course, to put a fire like this out, I would imagine, because you can't really knock it down from below, and certainly knocking it down from above at this point, if the entire upper floors there are encased in flames, would be difficult. Steve, are you still with us?
Yes. Yes. Hello, yes, I'm here.
Okay, Steve, hang with us. We're going to go to another eyewitness, Sandra Rodriguez. Sandra, are you there? Sandra, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
This is Steve Bartlestein, Eyewitness News. Can you tell us what you saw?
Okay, I'm over here in the South Bronx, and I was up on the roof, and the plane came right over my roof. And It was up at a pretty good height, like it was a normal flight. And I kind of thought to myself, oh, it's probably going to JFK, because we could the normal sound at the height that it was. And it looked like a normal plane going over the city. And then all of a sudden, it was like a sudden try to turn to the left. And it didn't make it. It just went right into the World Trade Center.
It's interesting.
Slammed right into it.
Did you see it actually make contact with the building?
Yes, I did.
Now, the fact that you would watch a plane like that, was there something unusual that made you watch the course of a plane?
Yeah, because usually planes coming into LaGuardia, they don't fly this course. It was flying from the Westchester direction into Manhattan. that direction. And anything going into LaGuardia, they usually do like a circle pattern, where you'll
Okay.
see them coming in from like around New Jersey or over Manhattan itself.
You're
and
looking
it
at a
just
new-
didn't look right.
Okay, let me put one more. You're looking kind of at one of our newer pictures of the buildings. You can see the smoke very, very dense. This perhaps is the north side. I can't tell from looking. Black smoke. Let's go to. We've got another eyewitness on the phone. Is it Winston Campbell?
It's Winston
Winston
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Winston, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Winston, you're a photographer.
Yeah, I work for Transit News.
Okay, can you tell us what you saw, Winston?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the car, and I heard this plane overhead, and then all of a sudden I thought it sounded kind of loud, and then I looked up, and all of a sudden it smashed right dead into the center of the World Trade Center. Big flash of flame, fire coming out from all over. Then all the bricks is a huge hole right now. It almost looked like the plane probably went through. I'm not sure.
Winston, can you see? Are you on the north side there where the plane made contact?
Yes, I am.
Now, when you say a huge hole, one of our earlier witnesses, Libby Clark, said not much of the plane came down off the building. Much of it went
totally
right
into the building.
It's in the building, from what you can see.
Right.
Now, can
Yeah.
you see if there's a lot of debris downstairs, Winston?
No, because it looked like it inverted. With the impact, everything went inside the building.
Inside.
The only thing that came out was a little bit of the outside awning. But I'd say the hole is, let me just get a better look right now.
Okay, go ahead. We'll wait.
I'd say the hole takes about, looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Winston, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay, just put Winston on pause there for just a moment
Okay, the
while
whole building just exploded some more. The whole top part.
Okay.
The building's still intact. People are running up the streets. Am I still connected?
Winston, this would support probably what Libby and you both said, that perhaps
That this is an apparent terrorist attack. We expect to hear from Mayor Giuliani in just a couple of minutes. Governor Pataki is in town. As a matter of fact, he does have an office in the World Trade Center, but President Bush says that he has talked to the governor.
Right.
So as far as we know, the governor is okay. And like I said, we should hear from Mayor Giuliani in the next couple of minutes.
But again, to reiterate, we know nothing about what happened to the people who work on in those floors, in those buildings. So we are simply waiting to find out about injuries and casualties, if indeed that's what happened. So you were looking at a scene that one would wish you could never witness in a city like this.
And of course, this is the second major attack on the World Trade Center. There was the bombing back in 1993. And of course, that was at the bottom. And the top of the building, obviously very vulnerable, and we certainly witnessed that today.
Right, with all the security changes that they've made on the bottom, so nobody can get up there without the right kind of clearance. But it's vulnerable to attack by air.
Absolutely, you can't stop it up there.
We are going to once again go to Katie McGee because, as we've been telling you, the city is literally at a standstill. No one's being allowed in from any of the river crossings. And the subway lines have been shut down in that area, and the airports are all closed. Katie, what more can you tell us?
Jane, this is the latest. The city at this point is at a standstill. All 3 major area airports, LaGuardia, Kennedy, and Newark, are closed at this point to all incoming and outgoing traffic. All bridges and tunnels. No one is letting any traffic head into town. At this point, outbound, you are going to find some people. We just saw some folks that had been sitting in one of